like
Hello.
conjunction with the Slicker
Here
story,
we are.
there was a big movement.
They
People were
changed
using that as a big movement to remove gambling on Twitch, which I think is an okay thing to do, by the way. The first thing you should do in any situation is make sure the victims are okay, which is what I did. I offered to pay for the victims, and that's the step I'm doing to make sure the victims are okay. The second thing is, and I think it is okay to use momentum talking about how gambling is bad to make a positive change for the future, aka remove gambling on Twitch.
Hold on, guys. I apologize.
What Slicker was doing wasn't even slots. Right? To be clear, he was gambling on like tennis matches and golf matches. However, gambling is still the topic, and if you can use something to make positive change, I think that's fine. And that's what someone like Miskiff did. Like if Twitch should ban gambling. Even Pokemon did the same thing. Got a bunch of likes for it. I would say a little, maybe less.
Why is there this crazy ear-raping echo?
I don't think he was as concerned with the victims as maybe riding the momentum to say screw gambling. You know, he's done gambling sponsorships in the past. And from that came a really weird thread. Because Miskiff was really riding this, we gotta ban gambling thing. Even Asmongold said, how is Slicker not banned? All right, we should definitely ban him for scamming people.
Here we go. We're early.
You know, this whole thing about how it was actually horse racing and
we're early.
bets, and it wasn't actually slots gambling. You shouldn't try to target people like me. Miskiff replied to that saying, if you're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we?
Okay, guys, I apologize. There's something really wrong here.
I don't really know the reference. I guess Train at some point took a crypto called Jokecoin to make money.
That should make it a little better. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. I apologize.
Bomb.
Wow.
All right, they were trading jabs, and he went for the Hail Mary uppercut. Said, "Are you going to send Maya
because I had
and
two
Mitch
audio devices
to
on
railroad
the go. I had
and
two
blackmail
audio
me
devices picking
like
up.
you
I
did
think
those
that's
girls to cover up all those sexual assaults? You fucking
was.
scumbag piece of shit! You want to come at me and make shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy." Wow. All right, what are they referring to here? Let me break it down for you. There's a good friend of Miskiff, a guy that Miskiff lives with, called Crazy Slick.
Anybody watching, if you hear an echo, I apologize. I'm going to fix it ASAP. The boat is here, boys. The boat is here.
By a streamer named Adriana Lee about a year ago. And it kind of died out very quickly. The general story went that they were at a party together. She was feeling very sick, very drunk, went to a bed to be by herself. Crazy Slick went in, and then when she was like passed out, not really fully there with full consciousness,
and
touched
I hope
her
that echoing goes away. That was
right?
that's
what,
pretty horrible. I mean, if someone tuned in, they'd instantly tune out.
Like,
for
no,
that.
I was just checking her pulse, which is weird to do. You don't. What are you? Like Dr. House? That you don't have to do that. That's a weird thing to do. Shouldn't touch someone who doesn't want to be touched, and especially who can't consent to being touched. Right? Straightforward. But the original Twitlonger about that, which came out, I guess, over a year ago now from Adriana, got shoved down, and kind of got stopped talking about very quickly. Why? Well, I guess we found out from this Train tweet, and this was uncovered by Adriana herself on her stream and many other people's streams.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Miskiff sent Maya and Mitch Jones
to
cover it.
Oh my God, I can't see.
AKA, I guess they went to Adriana.
I can't see anything.
And asked her to speak more nicely about Crazy Slick than she might have wanted to.
Oh my goodness.
Speak less honestly about the incident so that it
got all kinds of problems here. We got an absent flight master,
and that was a way of kind of
there we go.
shoving it down, which is a terrible thing to do, because after that, Crazy Slick did not stop doing bad things.
Oh, it's bad.
I mean, look at these DMs that he shared with another streamer.
Good luck. If you're going for world first,
I'm showing you my dick.
Stuff,
I don't care. I'm horny. Are you going to consent before I get canceled? Nope. No consent. Dicks are ugly. Suck my dick, pussy. If we ever meet, you're done. On sight, you're getting bent over immediately. Your hair's getting pulled so hard you're chokeslammed while I thrust you from behind.
Okay, let's grab
thrust
these
quests quick. I'm sorry. That's what I'm laughing at. GG. Look at you. You should write a fanfic with this literotica shit. Why the fuck would that mean I'd send you nudes? Most girls do. Actually. Yeah. Sorry, I misread. I thought you were kind of a slut. Terrible messages, right? Like totally inappropriate messages. I think there's been even more messages that have come out that he sent, like dick pics without consent, just unasked for, unwanted, and clearly is somebody who is not a great person in the space. It does not make a lot of the women who are around, at least the Austin area, feel safe. You know, he did the exact opposite. And the focus of this normally would be on Crazy Slick, who clearly is someone who should not be in this sphere, right? And quick little side thing over here.
Okay, guys,
Slick,
whenever you're ready to go.
Also irrelevant to this, someone who deals with depression, was suicidal, was missing all yesterday, which was another concern. Was found. If anybody heard about that, that's all clear. He is found.
Fuck.
He is going to be safe now.
Missed the first
I
vote.
sent him this message as well because I don't want people to die.
Oh shit!
But I don't think he should be in this space. I think it's so simple. The same problem happens in the Smash community. You make people feel unsafe in a community, you just leave the community. The world is very, very big. Twitch live streaming sphere, very, very small. All right, very irrelevant to the whole world order. And you, all right, are lucky enough that you're not going to jail. What you should do now is apologize to those you hurt. That's exactly what I sent him. Leave the small part of the internet where the hurt was caused.
We're gonna
so
be
that
fighting
they
for
can feel
mobs.
safe here. You don't have to feel safe here because you shouldn't feel safe here because you make people feel unsafe here. And then take this as an opportunity to be a new person, a better person. All right, not the person that you were. A second lease on life in a way. All right, and be a positive member to society. That's what I sent to him, and he should no longer be in the streaming sphere. Plain and simple. The attention of this was barely on Crazy Slick, barely on Adriana's
Slick.
story.
I heard a lot about this drama through Destiny streams.
It was really on
and,
Mizkit. There was
a few other people.
Huge Reddit thread about this and a bunch of tweets about this clip that surfaced from Miz.
I don't think there's a single person that we used to hang out with that doesn't hang out with Slick anymore because of what happened. I actually think there's literally none. Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's fucking like sexual harassment, right? I mean, like no one, of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal.
They let us in early, actually.
I don't think people really gave a shit.
We're just waiting on...
This is Miz speaking way too candidly and way too stupidly about sexual assault, saying it's low scale, like there's a tier list that we have to drop every year on what sexual assault we need to rank S tier, what sexual assault we need to rank F tier. And really, I mean, showed that, you know, he was not only protecting someone who sexually assaulted someone, but also very callous about the entire situation. And then a little insult to injury, a little dirt in the wound.
Don't need to whisper.
Right around the same time this is all unfolding, Ice Poseidon, who, by the way, renowned piece of shit and should not be revered in any way for exposing someone because he has never been a great member of any community, released a bunch of DMs between him and Mizkiv where he's just saying every slur under the sun. I mean, he goes through them all, and this is all ranging in 2019 and 2018, so past 3 or 4 years after he was already a sizable streamer. Like, terrible stuff. And to be clear, Mizkif has talked about on stream before that he used to say slurs. He admitted to it. He said, I used to say slurs. I was very edgy, and I've changed. Whether he changed because he had to, because it's the times, and that's the only way to become a successful creator, or because he wanted to morally. Either way, good to change. But it is much different to say you used to say slurs and then look at the way that you said slurs, right? That's a lot. It's a lot realer. It's a lot harder to stare at, and it's a lot harder to accept.
Try to avoid
and especially
using slurs
because the people
myself,
that he told were his viewers. This is much different. The people who are
would say
seeing all
to
these
each their
DMs
own,
now
but
are no
something
longer
should
his
probably
viewers.
just
I
stop,
don't even
right?
really think I can
Using
show these, but it is N-word, it is F-slur, and it is derogatory term for other minority groups. It's everything. It's the whole Mary Poppins bag, and he reached in deep for it. Which look, it is funny because 2 days ago he dropped this, which is a quick says you, and that's kind of where it was ending, right? And there was different spats that were going on.
We're at a 7-hour queue right
all
now,
of this,
so
relating to all of this.
Ooh, man, if you didn't get
Until
in,
today,
sorry, boys.
Where Twitch dropped an absolute
Might as well not play all night.
bomb. All right? Maybe the greatest PR move they have made in the past 2 years. Maybe the greatest policy move they've made in the past 5 years. Twitch has now banned
transparent
gambling.
here and say I poured myself
in response to the Slicker drama and the huge outcry that happened on Twitter and Reddit and everywhere else, Twitch let out this statement which said gambling content on Twitch has been a big topic of discussion in the community. We've reviewed our policy. Today we want to update you on our plans. We're going to be making a policy update on October 18th to prohibit streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the U.S. or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. The sites like Stake, Rollbit, Duelbits, Roobet are all going to be banned. And these are the main sites that we're using. These are the sites that Trainwrecks uses, Trainwrecks TV uses, the site that XQC uses, the site that Drake used when he streamed on Twitch for a couple of hours. And it's a big change. It's a huge change. And I gotta admit it, a huge win for Twitch at the tail end of a crazy tumultuous 2 weeks.
This shit's gonna be so toxic, dude.
Twitch was going for their slam dunk.
This shit's gonna be like
so weird that Twitter doesn't save your drafts. There's no drafts at all on the website that I can find. Does anyone know why? Why don't you talk about things that matter, Emmett? I don't understand. Anyway, that's it. That is about everything that happened. What should come from this? Well, people should stop gambling, which means we should have that become a much smaller category on Twitch. In the past, it's been a top 5 category, top 10 category occasionally. It should quickly drop. That's a great thing. We should have Crazy Slick leave the streaming community.
Guys, I love
He should
lag.
do that. You can do anything. It's all right.
You know, I would say the quality of this experience is pretty
Wyoming
low.
and work at a Best Buy.
You're not really
you can be a totally new person.
playing the game.
Right? Go
You're just
join the Jet program and become a better person.
walking around,
but don't be in the
hoping
streaming
the
sphere because
fuck
you
you
made
can get a
people
mob,
feel unsafe, and the
which
people who
is-
felt unsafe
I
should
don't
feel
know.
safe. Like Adriana should feel
There's
safe.
one. Brad got one.
What should happen. And Mizkif has a lot to own up for. Now, here's the thing. Miz is Miz in the sense that he will never be canceled unless he's deplatformed because you are never truly
I'm
canceled
getting
as long
these
as you keep
major
creating content. And why would he ever
spikes,
stop
so
creating
hold on.
content?
I
Because
have
Miz
to-
truly lives for
I have
streaming.
to check out
So
my computer for a
I don't
moment here.
expect
This is
for him
insane.
to disappear.
Oh, yeah, we got,
I assume he will just let it
Hold on.
die down a bit, come
Shit.
back in 2 weeks, and there will still be a group of people who follow him. But, and he has to deal with this, which will last for the rest of his life.
Just go
A
ahead and
lot of people,
dis-
maybe even
delete
more people
all
that
this.
follow him and more people that watch him, will always think of him as someone who either protected a sexual assaulter or is someone who was racist or homophobic.
Hold on.
It was, or maybe they'll think of him as is, and that's the reality that he'll have to live with, which I think is deserved for what he did. He even dropped a
no, this
statement
guy's
himself,
actually he
which I'll
messed up
take a
pretty
look
bad.
at here. It said, "We found Crazy Slick. He's not harmed," which is what I
Okay.
talked about earlier. In
What
terms of
am I
living
gonna
situation,
delete? I
Crazy
am
Slick
dealing
has
with
to leave,
major-
which is good. A little after Slick's misconduct came to light, I made some inexcusable statements, which is the one we showed today to Adriana. I'm sorry for those statements, which is a due apology, but it should go to Adriana directly. Additionally, a series of private messages, the ones from Ice Poseidon, have been shown. I was dumb, edgy guy who
Should've
said a lot
removed
of
all
stupid
these
things to my
fucking
friends to come off
quests,
as
too.
cool, funny. I can't change what I've said, but I can change who I am now. I'm sorry to everyone how it's affected. I want to apologize to OTK, and he apologized. So I think we'll see him lay low, come back in 2 weeks, and then try to stream as if nothing happened, because that's usually how it goes. Canceling doesn't exist unless you get deplatformed, and the only person who should be getting deplatformed 100% is Slicker for scamming people out of $384,000. Twitch, that's the last thing you got to do, and then you're all set. Anyway, that's all. That's all. Probably the longest mogul mail yet. Did it in one take. Feeling great about it. By the way, in good news, what happened on YouTube's side while Twitch was imploding, they have now monetized YouTube Shorts, which is pretty cool. They also made it easier to join the partnership program, and they created a creator
gonna
music
get rid of
library
these.
where you can license music on your videos.
It's gonna help.
Which is something that's always
Okay,
existed.
that's gonna help us a
third-party
bit.
websites, think like
We're gonna
Audio
load this
Jungle.
crow
But now
quest
you can
up
do it
here.
directly through YouTube, which I think makes it more
Plague
accessible
hounds
to
fed.
people who might not have
We
known
need to feed plague hounds.
that entire ecosystem existed.
Oh god.
So pretty much all good things. Arguably, the 45% split for YouTube is a little bit greedy, but it's already better than TikTok, so it's hard to complain, unfortunately. That's all, boys. Thanks for watching. Huge one. Hopefully it goes back to normal stuff, and we can just talk about platform changes. Have a good
Okay,
one. Subscribe.
I have
Goodbye.
to fix this because
Look at that fit! Wait, look at his
Mike,
face!
wait.
Watch, look.
Too much. Now we're switching
You know
over
what I'm
to
saying,
YouTube.
bro?
So hold on.
We're marching off to work. Fix your bayonets, mother.
Monica's Twitch employees.
No. Oh my God, Ethan, you're so stupid. Oh, you're so fucking dumb. He really thinks it was that fucking video. This reflects so poorly on Hassan. You gotta just shut the fuck up, or tell Ethan to shut the fuck up. There is like this like leaves you vulnerable to so many different styles of attack by being stupid enough to like bring this up. Like, why? What the fuck is the point of this?
Flying you to California. And we're gonna
Even Hassan knows how bad this looks.
No, because I don't want to implicate you in any. I can't believe what I'm watching unfold.
That's insane.
What?
To be conquered.
Oh, dude, it's so full. Like, hold on.
I was getting so angry because, of course, you're right about everything you said, and the way that Trainwreck and XQC gaslit, which is not a word I ever used, but they really did. They cornered you and Pokey and forced you guys to fucking like apologize for some dumb shit, and I'm just so it just pissed me off, dude.
I think he had a follow-up the next day too. Like, I'm trying to move away from that as best as possible because I was like, I wanted my immediate reaction in that moment was, okay, this is ridiculous. Trainwreck is not like a reliable person when it comes to stuff like this. He always pops off about like the Illuminati following him or whatever. I've known him for many years, you know? And it's completely unrelated. They're talking about gambling while Pokey and I are having a conversation about gambling on the platform. And he's like responding to Miskiv calling out one of his like earlier scams. I think he might have had like a rug pull or something. I don't even know anything about the
Miskiv was like, shit. Yo, you did a Jolt coin. You know what's crazy about Jolt coin? We've been doing a lot of research on that, and somehow Trainwreck has scrubbed, or I don't know, him or someone else scrubbed the internet of that shit.
I spent like 2 hours digging all over the internet last night for anything about Jolt coin.
Wasn't it Glink that did that originally?
Yeah, and his video's gone.
Yeah.
Every link, every tweet gone. Everything on the way back machine scrubbed. It's
How
like
can you scrub stuff off the way back?
You can like DMCA it.
Whoa! So these guys they may have even hired like you can hire
everywhere I looked. It was a dead end.
That's incredible that there was no backups. I mean, this is the internet. How rare is that?
Bizarre. Yeah, I've never seen something like that.
So apparently he did a rug pull, which obviously doesn't surprise me. Apparently, allegedly, called Jolt coin.
Okay.
But whatever. So Miskiff was like, yo, you did a Jolt coin thing. And then he was like, well, you covered up a...
He popped off saying something that was so vague and so unrelated to the main point of contention there that of course every single person that looked at it went, what the fuck? Like he said, where are the if you can pull up the original tweet, like he basically implied that like Miskiv may or may not have like sexually assaulted multiple women and then blackmailed them by using his girlfriend at the time, Maya.
Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to a railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults, you scumbag piece of shit? You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy. I guess you could read it like that, maybe. I don't know if this necessarily reads like an accusation to Miskiv, but I could. It's ambiguous enough that I guess I could. But
and like his friend Mitch Jones to cover up all of those things, and everyone was like, what the fuck?
All right, so here you guys were having a conversation about gambling, and then Trainwreck goes, whatever.
Oh, they've got the tweets.
They're arguing, and here he drops this. He goes, are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls, cover up all those sexual assaults? You fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better make sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy. Now, first of all, my main point of contention is that the way he brought this up and weaponized it in a way to serve his own purpose. In fact, XQC literally even admit on stream, he's like, yeah, this is a weapon, and we were holding it out like a trump card. I mean, it's disgusting. These guys are giant pieces of shit. The way he introduced this is entirely fucked up. And I know that the girl...
Okay, I may actually
the victim supports him, and she says she thinks it's fun. And my point is, like, I'm not questioning the validity of her claims at all. She's,
absolutely not, yeah.
And what I'm doing is just saying what Trainwreck did. I'm disagreeing with her on this one point, that what Trainwreck did is completely fucked up the way he did it. And he's a giant piece of shit.
Most people recognize that though, because like this is a very delicate matter. I think they try to defend it by saying like, "Oh, we wanted the most attention on it, the most eyeballs," but it's like that's.
Look how we brought it up. We brought it up emotionally. He brought it in a way that was like, "I'm doing this.
Bro, this happened.
I'm doing this to fuck you, not to defend her."
Also, like XQC and Train have some of the largest platforms. Like Train has around my size of an audience. XQC is much larger than myself as well. He's like one of the largest content creators. Like they could have just literally had her on either of these streams to be like, this is a, this wasn't easy.
Oh, nice. Does Hassan still watch me? These are my talking points. Oh shit.
Come forward with, but we talked to Adriana and we decided.
When did this podcast air? Did they record this today or?
I did we're gonna have her say her piece. Like that would have been
100%. And it's just another bad faith bullshit. They go, we did this so we'll get more attention, so everyone's talking about it. And I'm like, no, you didn't think about it. This was an emotional way to fuck over Mizkif. And like you said,
who has done but for the record, like this is not a defense of Mizkif either.
No,
I'm just not in any meaningful capacity, because what we found out afterwards is that there is validity to what Train was saying. But my immediate reaction when Pokey and I were talking about gambling, and while this was happening, was, what the fuck is this?
So here's your reaction. And again, their criticism
the
of
clip
you,
or the 32-second one that they were like hammering on. Yeah, this is the one that they keep like using as a gotcha.
I've watched this clip, and so one of the things again they keep trying to deflect is they go, "Oh, you didn't take it seriously enough." And I'm sorry, but like, there's no other way to react than you guys did when Train introduced it in this most fucked up way possible. I mean, here.
Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit? You want to come at me and make shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure. I'm lost.
If he did this like an altruism, why did he call him a... Why did he call him...
Oh my god, dude, the fucking stuttering is unreal.
Sorry, I'm just curious, Train, if you could explain this. You did this in an act of altruism. So why did you call him a fucking scumbag piece of shit and also insecure pussy? Which part of that was necessary?
I mean, like, it's all... I think all of these are just going to end up being all dog shit arguments, huh? Like, none of... Like, it could be done in a way... Like, none of that is necessarily contradictory. Oh, this is just going to be painful. It's like two, like, dipshits fighting, and then three more dipshits wander in to, like, say all the most dipshit things they can, and it's just all going to be so stupid, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's understandable, like, if I'm going to be as charitable as possible. Like, it's understandable to feel anger and resentment towards someone.
He's not angry for the assault. He's angry about the accusation.
Yeah, but oh no! Am I gonna be sympathetic towards Hassan? Is that how fucking stupid Ethan is? That Hassan is gonna unironically be like the voice of reason here? Holy shit! Oh no!
Okay, I actually can't play like.
Doesn't matter. There's no reason to make inferences into like what his personal motivations or what his personal feelings are when like. The delivery of it is a gotcha in a fucking Twitter argument,
and it serves his own purpose.
And the actual accusation itself, which has, well, the blackmail side, I don't think has any validity or any truth because I haven't seen anything about that.
Well,
but the actual like minimizing, downplaying, or at least like having his friend, which wasn't even the original accusation, but like having Mizkif's friend Slick actually do a sexual assault, that part is true. Like that is a legitimate thing, as we found out, as we learned when Adriana came out later, a couple hours later, and like openly admitted on a Twitch stream that she did. So the way that he delivered it, however, is so it was so ridiculous.
Hold on. What?
Basically,
this isn't the good clip. I mean, I've watched this clip. It's fine. I just want you guys to see, because I'm setting up a lot here, and a lot of shit came out about Trainwreck, and I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna turn him into a train wreck, because that guy is a piece of shit, and I'm fucking coming for him today, and I hope you're ready.
Coming on him.
Okay. Because I brought blow the horn. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's the war horn, dude. You hear it?
Here, let's watch.
Let it fucking intoxicate you. Let your blood boil.
Okay.
From toe to finger edge. Feel the vibrations.
Let's just watch this. Look,
Hassan is like, oh no.
Boy? Like, you know, Revolutionary War shit? Like get that in there too, Zach. Sorry, one sec.
Oh no.
I need some drummer boy shit. Yeah, you don't know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on.
You know what I'm saying, bro? We're marching off the war. Fix your bayonets, motherfucker.
Look at that face. Wait, look at his face.
Wait till the white of their eyes, bitch.
Look at Hassan's face. Wait, watch. Watch, look.
You know what I'm saying, bro? We're marching off the war. Fix your bayonets, motherfuckers. We might wait till the white of their eyes, bitch. Anyway, here, as Zach pulls that up, let's watch this. So again, the context is that they were turned it against you guys, saying you don't care about the victims because of your reaction to this insane tweet. So let's just play.
Which, by the way,
are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up those sexual assaults? You fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want to come at me and make shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house. You insecure. I'm lost.
I don't even. Holy shit. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail like, dude, all those girls cover up the sexual assaults? You fucking
wait, what does it mean to railroad?
You insecure pussy?
I literally just read it.
Yeah, she did.
What does it mean to railroad him?
So she's laughing at me rereading it.
Yeah, obviously.
After she read it, but they were trying to say like Pokey is laughing at a sexual assault case or whatever.
Were people really saying that?
Disgusting and so
it's
disingenuous.
Bad faith. They're fucking liars, and they turned you guys. They gaslit you guys into actually apologizing for not.
Do they both? This is so funny. So, both of these guys. Now I'm gonna say this, and I might be wrong. Maybe they've changed. But both of these guys have like reasons to never, ever want to bring my name up, and it's really funny to watch them dance around it. Hassan obviously is petrified of ever debating me or having a direct confrontation. Ethan, ever since the JonTron stuff, even when he brought JonTron onto his show to talk to him on his podcast, the way that he brought me up and everything, he never said my name. He was so fucking like weird about ever mentioning me. So both of these guys have reasons to never bring my name up ever. I wonder if is that going to carry through for this entire show? Are they going to both manage to avoid ever even mentioning my name? That's just very funny to me.
Reacting hard enough, and I just
they try to spin this. They try to spin this as like, you know, we're dismissive. Yeah. When like the longer clip, like 5 seconds after, I'm literally like, I have no idea what the fuck Tran is talking about.
It's obvious.
And
you say what
in my
the fuck?
chat, people in my chat are saying like, oh, this is like about Crazy Slick. This is about Crazy Slick, I think. And like they send me Adriana's tweets that are happening simultaneously, and I'm like, I don't know who this girl is, but Crazy Slick is a fucking weirdo. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to. This is a serious accusation. I'm gonna cover this later when I have more information on it. So, at that point, that's what I said. But for some reason, that wasn't like up to snuff for their own initial conversation, like their own initial liking, and weirdly enough, it quickly moved away from the actual, you know, a person, the perpetrator in this circumstance, Crazy Slick, or even like a cover up from Miskiff, right?
They cut the part that people are actually mad about. Actually, wait, that's true. Give me the full clip on that. This is true. Give me the full clip. Give me the full clip. Do they actually not watch? Bro, Putin is fucked. They're doing conscription for a fucking war that like 80% of Russians don't give a fuck about. Oh my god, Russia's so absolutely fucked. Sorry. Link me the clip. Link me the full clip that they didn't watch.
Are you going to send Maya and railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls to cover up those sexual assaults? You fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want to come at me and make shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house. You insecure. I'm lost.
I don't even hold. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail like, dude, all those girls cover up the sexual assaults?
Wait, what does it mean to railroad him?
I think it's playing in the background of the ad somehow. I don't know how, but okay.
I don't know.
Like, I have a pretty good PC, right? Like, I shouldn't be lacking any,
Oh, like override?
any of the specifications to stream this, like, by any means.
You sent the clip to XQC, did I?
What?
I'm confused.
I don't
high
even...
road. I don't know, man.
Miskiff said it makes no sense. It really makes no sense. It makes no sense in my chat. I don't know what the fuck.
Why isn't Miz in my chat?
Oh, this was the clip people were mad over. I'm sorry. You guys are just fucking...
okay. That's what it was about.
So he's talking about something that Slicker might have done.
No, not
right?
Slicker. Crazy Slick.
Oh, Slick. Something that Crazy Slick might have done. But that's still not Miz, you know?
No, he's just... I think he's just trying to find anything and everything he can, but
Your
it's
friend
also...
did some weird shit that I heard about. Okay.
Yeah, but... What is it? Adriana Lee tweeted and said, realest thing I've ever heard. When did all these virtue signaling narcissist streamers become suddenly active?
This was the one that people got upset about. The looking, just like, I heard something from a friend. This was the clip that people got mad about. What is this? Pokey is over it.
I don't really know how to answer people that are... I don't know. That are asking me about my thoughts on anyone, or like if I'm homies with certain people or whatever. To be honest with you, at this point, I'm appalled by so many things. I just don't want to be involved in anything. Really.
I gotta...
I want to be like homies with my OTV friends and stream sometimes and vlog and post shit. But the Twitch scene, it's a lot.
Okay, I'm not going to be critical of her, but I'm going to say in general that, like, if you hang out with certain people because of viewership numbers, yeah, of course. If everybody's clout sharking, there's going to be a lot of disgusting human beings. This is why most of my friends come from my community, like Mr. Mooten and Dan and shit, like, or people that I guess even like my employees and shit come from my community. This is why I like hanging out with my people. Because I know it, because you guys aren't, well, most of you aren't, like, fucking weird. But when you're just hanging out with other streamers that are just like clout sharking over and over and over and over and over again, yeah, it's gonna be fucking weird. Like, people are gonna be weird, dumb shit is gonna happen. Like that, it is what it is. Not to say that Pokey's not like, I'm not trying to.
Is later when I have more information on it. So at that point, that's what I said. But for some reason that wasn't like up to snuff for their own initial conversation, like their own initial liking, and weirdly enough, it quickly moved away from the actual, a person, the perpetrator in this circumstance, Crazy Slick, or even like a cover up from Miskiff, right? They just like quickly shifted it over to like me and Pokey.
You know why? Because you guys were the ones trying to get gambling banned. Yeah. And they were trying to fucking deflect the whole issue.
Which is wild, because gambling did get banned. Crypto gambling did get banned in the middle of that, in the middle of all of that unfolding.
Well, you know why it happened? Because of that video of Trainwreck literally bribing Twitch employees.
No, oh my God, Ethan, you're so stupid. Oh, you're so fucking dumb. He really thinks it was that fucking video that Hassan's editor tweeted out. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to check.
In my opinion, that's why.
Dude, that was my editor who posted that. I didn't even watch it. I never had time to even look at that.
But link that. You got to see this.
But okay, listen. Hold on, because that's also a serious accusation. But my personal thing in that circumstance was.
Did you see Hassan's comments when the Twitlonger first came out?
Him trying to kiss this girl.
July 7th, 2020. Oh, this is in the Slick stuff first came out a long time ago.
Whether because he's personally drunk or because, for whatever the reason is, him trying to kiss this girl is creepy as fuck. That paired up with him inappropriately touching a blacked out drunk person, claiming that he's just doing it because he wants to figure out whether she is alive or not, is additionally creepy as fuck.
What does this have to do with anything? This is so bad? Wait, what am I missing? How is this so bad? So I thought Hassan didn't know about it? Wait, what Hassan didn't know about was that Train was referring to that initially when the tweets went out. When Train started tweeting about railroading people, that's what Hassan said he didn't know about. He didn't know it was referring to the Crazy Slick thing. But once chat said it was about Crazy Slick, then he remembered it, right? You guys in chat are dumb as fuck. Stop. You guys have been on some... Bro, LSF is in full propaganda mode today with like fucking warring factions trying to like out-propaganda the other side's brains. It's like a gaslight war with like both sides trying to lie to each other about everything that's ever happened. Jesus. Wait, what did you say earlier? I have no idea.
So I think the message you read when I just a second ago put "this is so bad" Omegalol to the
about
clip.
This thing. Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, about the clip with the if you look at in that video, I think it's about 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long. At 17 minutes and beyond, it is Hassan originally going through the original twit longer. And I personally think that he went through that and the arguments he made were unbelievably atrocious. I want to make large claims, but I really want to back them up. So if you want...
Wait, you just mean like his original coverage of the
his original coverage? Yes,
oh, sure.
correct.
Yeah, you don't have to. I believe you. He doesn't know anything about like sexual assault or anything related to these topics. Of course, he's a fucking moron. He's a Goomba. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to because when I make a claim like that, I want to get.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you don't have to back that up with evidence. Everything I listen to this guy talk about related to these situations is fucking stupid.
So the problem was he said that like, so just for chat's own what I'm using to be able to come to that conclusion is inside of that video from 17 minutes and on. So it's not clip trims, it's like 7 minutes raw of him talking. He says, well, you guys got to remember Crazy Slick was drunk, so some of the stuff he did might not have been in malice. Chat pressures him, says, hey, somebody being drunk isn't really an excuse for them to do some of this stuff as listed, right? And he's like, yeah, it's not, yeah, I don't think it's necessarily an excuse, but you guys also got to remember it's a one-time thing. And so he's kind of going through the process of saying that he was drunk, it probably wasn't in malice, it was a one-time thing, so is it that big of a deal? And I think the overreaching large-scale implications are kind of bad for other instances of sexual assault. That was the claim that I want to make, and yeah. So I thought it was really bad. That's why I said this is so bad, Omegalol, is because it's overall, if you look at the context of that video, it's quite bad. I'm surprised not very many people talked about it, as much as I think it should have gotten some coverage.
Wow, guys, we got 10 seconds.
I'll watch it, I guess. I'm going to go over it real quick.
Okay, but what I wanted to talk to you about, and I actually sent you a DM on Discord about, was...
amazing.
What was your opinion... What is your opinion on the initial coming out of Pokey and Hassan's initial reaction to the tweets coming out? Do you think it was inappropriate, or do you think it was appropriate, or?
I think it was bordering on a little bit inappropriate, but it was pretty understandable, I think.
See, I got a stutter.
Yeah, so that's something that I was trying to watch. So. There was a lot of back and forth that I saw. So the initial, I believe, is X2C linked. Hassan a clip of Hassan kind of, attacking Train's credibility before even making this statement of, "Hold on, I don't really know what's going on. Let me get more information." Right. And I kind of granted Hassan and Pokey that kind of moment.